Well, good morning and welcome to our graduation. I'm John Rakovich, along with my wife, Dr. Sue Ellen Rakovich, the founders of VCOM, and I'm chairman of the governing board. Dr. Rollins here, who's our president and provost, was our founding dean. If you're able, would you stand with me for the invocation? Thank you. Father God, please enable our graduates to use the full range of their medical skills they acquired here at VCOM to treat the sick and injured with compassion. Enable them to apply those skills to the mind, body, and spirit of all their patients. Please enable them to perform at the top of their skills and talents. And Lord, as we send them forth into the world of graduate medical education, have them know how proud we are and how grateful we are that they came to VCOM. Thank you for all these fine young men and women who are graduates of VCOM. Amen. Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by VCOM Assistant Vice President of Human Resources, Robbie Hudson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Robbie. Please be seated. I'd like to welcome all the graduates, faculty, and family members and friends. We're pleased to have 170 graduates today, some virtual, who will be moving on to internships and residencies to meet the mission of VCOM and serve the community and the world. I am pleased to introduce our dignitaries on stage. Please let me introduce them all and then we'll welcome them collectively. Dr. Barbara Walker, retired colonel in the U.S. Army and VCOM's osteopathic mentor. Mr. R.J. Kirk, co-founder of General Injectables and Vaccines and more recently the public company Intrexon and a member of the VCOM Board of Directors, and our commencement speaker, Dr. Jan Wilcox, Dean for the VCOM Virginia campus, Dr. Dixie Rollins, VCOM's President and Provost, and Dr. Renee Prater, Associate Dean for Curriculum Assessment and Medical Education. Thank you. We have a number of distinguished guests seated in the audience. Please let me introduce them all, and I'd like to ask them to stand and remain standing so we can also recognize them collectively. A special guest we have is the former Surgeon General of the United States, Rear Admiral Kenneth Morisugu. Dr. Morisugu is also the benefactor for the Donna Jones Morisugu Memorial Award and was our guest speaker for our military promotion ceremony yesterday. We have Mr. Frederick Rollins III, VCOM alumni class of 2010 who assisted in our military promotion ceremonies yesterday. We have Dr. Martin Levine, Vice Provost for Graduate Medical Education and 115th President of the American Osteopathic Association, an honorary degree recipient from VCOM. Our Associate Deans in attendance, Dr. Sophia Abram-Hardy, Associate Dean for Clinical Affairs, Dr. Kathy Callahan, Associate Dean for Graduate Medical Education, Dr. Jim Mahaney, Associate Dean for Biomedical Affairs and Research, and Dr. Frederick Rollins II, Associate Dean for Simulation and Technology. And I would like to recognize the VCOM faculty in attendance who taught you your art. VCOM faculty, please stand and remain standing. In addition, if we have any faculty, physicians, or other members from our partnering hospitals, please stand and know how much we appreciate your strong contribution to the education of our graduates. And we also have several VCOM alumni present. And I ask that VCOM alumni from the class of 2007 to 2020 please stand. Welcome back all of our esteemed alumni. Thank you. I also would like to bring you greetings from Virginia Tech. I'm honored not only to serve as chairman of the board here at VCOM, but to have served on the board of visitors at Virginia Tech for a dozen years. I'm equally honored to speak on behalf of the administration and board of visitors today in extending well wishes to our VCOM graduates on behalf of Virginia Tech, VCOM's collaborative partner. It's wonderful that we have our home in the Virginia Tech Corporate Research Center. Because of the positive and proactive actions of Dr. Joe Meredith and his staff at the CRC, we were able to flourish in our physical location and now have 4 state-of-the-art academic and research buildings. Virginia Tech has supported us, and we enjoy a tremendous relationship with the Veterinary Medicine School, and our joint research projects with the Engineering and Sciences program at Tech have benefited both institutions. I know you as students enjoy intramurals, the campus facilities, and of course, Hokie sports. On behalf of the Virginia Tech administration and the Board of Visitors, I share with you their well wishes as you embark on your career as physicians, carrying not only VCOM with you, but a little bit of Virginia Tech as you go on to do wonderful things impacting our world. It's with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Barbara Walker. As an osteopathic physician and military scholar, Dr. Walker has been a leader in the osteopathic medical profession nationally and locally. Notably, Dr. Walker has served as the AOA's Adopt a Campus representative to VCOM, and she has become an exceptionally good osteopathic mentor known as a VCOM mom to the VCOM family. I might add parenthetically that in Desert Storm, I think she was the only grandmother serving as a physician, and she was known as Grambo. It's with great pleasure that I introduce Dr. Walker, who will give you greetings from the AOA.
What an exciting day for you. I missed your white coat, so I didn't get to photobomb your class picture then, but you may see me trying to photobomb some of your pictures today. I'm just excited to be a part of this. And I bring greetings from Thomas Ely, DO, the AOA president, and from all of the AOA board. You are a part of us now. You are part of our profession, and we are very, very proud of you. I want to give you a very brief word of wisdom. I know it's been a while since pharmacology, and I'm not sure how much you remember, or if you were taught the most important thing about pharmacology, that there is a medicine that can be used for every patient in every situation, and it has fantastic power. The wise doctor was telling the students this, and they said, "What is that medicine?" And he said, "It's love." One of the students looked and said, "Yeah, but what if it doesn't work?" And he smiled and he said, "Just increase the dose." So remember that as you go out and use your ears to hear your patients, use your hearts to hear them in extra special ways, and use your hands to heal. Never be afraid to increase the dose. Thank you. I want to introduce your dean, Jan Wilcox.
What an incredible class. We'll truly miss this class. They have experienced completion of medical school requirements like no other. Facing hardships, this class united, communicated, mobilized support efforts for their communities. They took care of their patients, their core hospital sites, each other, and their families. Just at the most exciting part of their clinical training, briefly, their rotations switched to virtual. Many clinical rotations traveling to residency sites to see and be seen for their residency choices were canceled, and residency interviews were shifted to virtual platforms. So how will this class of 2021 be remembered? Well, if I had favorites, but of course I don't. But really, everyone who's a teacher or everyone who's been in a classroom realizes that every class is different. So this class will be remembered for resilience, endurance, compassion, positivity, and communication. They were the class we hoped we would recruit, with over 70% coming from our target region, with 23% placing into a residency in Virginia and 51% into a medically underserved area. They had the best board score pass rates and the highest average board scores we've matriculated. So yes, they're a very smart class. And this is a class that's really dedicated to patient service. In addition to the free clinics and outreach programs on top of their curriculum, the majority of the class gave up vacations to serve on international or Appalachian missions. It's also a prolific class. Came in as a class with 7 children, and then now there are 14. And I think there's one more on the way that we know of. So a little future VCOMers. At least 4 of you have family member who is also a VCOM alum. In a time with primary care shortages, 41 are entering family medicine, 34 internal medicine, 20 pediatrics and pediatric specialties, 11 OB-GYN. So you can see why VCOM is ranked each year by U.S. World News and World Report as a top school in graduates training primary care. In addition, there are another 18 entering the additional shortage areas of surgery and surgical specialties, and 6 in psychiatry. 19 will go into emergency room, and if I had to be in an emergency room, I would be comfortable to have any of them taking care of me. The rest chose just about every other specialty, from anesthesia to PM&R, to child neurology, interventional radiology, dermatology, and more. 76% of you are doing a residency in Virginia or another Appalachian state. You're helping us meet our mission. So how will you be remembered? The way each of you will be remembered is how you care for that one patient by each one of their family. So continue those values you have shown us while you were here at VCOM. Be about caring for each patient and those most in need. This is how you will be best remembered and how you will allow VCOM to be remembered as well. Be great alumni. Keep in touch with not only the college, but those VCOM students who will follow you. And I miss you already. I'm pleased to introduce now to you President and Provost, Dr. Dixie Took Rollins.
Okay, I said forget the hat. Or mine would be gone too. At least it's not raining, right? 2021 marks the 20th year since the college was chartered. And you, the class of 2021, are our 15th graduating class. You also joined the VCOM Carolinas graduates and the Auburn graduates to total graduates of 478 physicians from VCOM this month. You, the class of 2021, will provide well over 300,000 patient care visits next year, and well over 1 million by the time you finish your residency, and over 20 million by the time that you finish your practice lifetime. Make each one about the patient. This is a result of a dream that began 20 years ago on the Virginia Tech campus. And what a tremendous impact for Southwest Virginia, for the Appalachian, and now the Delta regions. The regions that are persistently poor, and regions that have a 10-year life expectancy less than the rest of the country. We hope you will change that. We hope you'll continue to carry our mission, to care for rural and medically underserved populations, and any of those with difficulty in access to care. We also hope you will take time to assure the most vulnerable of patients, the elderly, the newborn, the terminally ill, the mentally ill, the addicted, and those without financial resources are not left behind. It is not only due to your academic achievement that you were chosen for VCON, but for your compassion, your duty, and your altruism. We have watched you mature over these past 4 years, not only in knowledge and patient experience, but in your caring nature and spirit. Now you're off to some incredible residencies, as can be seen in our book. How you'll be remembered, though, in the future will be how you care for that one patient, by their family, and by the patient. Be great alumni, not just for your institution, but for the VCOM students who will follow you. And remember, a physician is also a teacher, and we hope you will reach out to teach them. Don't be a stranger to VCOM students or our campus. Provide the same type of caring and teaching as the physicians who have taught you your art. Thank you for your bravery this past year. For each and every one of you be willing to, and actually vying to get back out there immediately. That's something that will not go unremembered. We will remember the bravery of this class as well. Thank you for allowing me to be your president and provost. Now, I'd like to introduce to you today's speaker, R.J. Kirk. Mr. Kirk entered the biomedical field in 1983, co-founding Bastine, Virginia's General Injectables and Vaccines. GIV became the largest independent marketer and distributor of pharmaceuticals and biologics to the U.S. office physician marketplace, and the company's success served as a springboard for Mr. Kirk's career in biotechnology. RJ is one of biotech's foremost individual investors, inventors, and executives, having brought a number of successful drugs to market through his leadership roles at King Pharmaceuticals, New River Pharmaceuticals, and Clinical Data. For over a decade, Mr. Kirk was CEO of Trexon, excuse me, a groundbreaking synthetic biologic company. In early 2020, RJ stepped down from his post within Trexon to become executive chairman of Precigen, the former healthcare arm of Trexon. And Precigen is dedicated to developing the next generation of gene and cell therapies. Mr. Kirk also manages his family office, Third Security, and its controlling investments in world-leading genetic engineering companies like AquaBounty, Oxygen, Specialty Fruits, and Oxitec. In fact, Just last week, Oscotec's mosquito control technology was featured on NBC's Today Show. Mr. Kirk has been a board member since 2015 and has sat on the board of visitors also for universities such as Radford University and University of Virginia. RG received a BA in business from Radford University and a JD from the University of Virginia. Mr. Kirk is known to us as well for caring about you as the students, for he sponsored a scholarship. In fact, if you received the Kirk Scholarship, will you stand? Thank you. Now, welcome to this podium, R.J. Kirk.
Thank you, Dr. Rollins. And thanks to you all. I would like to just take a moment to pay thanks to one particular individual because, as Dr. Rollins was kind enough to point out, I've been involved in a number of organizations through formation stage and all the way to, I'll say, seeing some of them turn into successes. And I know that in every such case, usually there is a single human being who had the vision for that thing to begin with. And as we today celebrate the 475 or so new community-focused physicians who are joining society beginning today, as good luck with your residencies. I think I would like to encourage all of us to just pay a moment of thanks to John Rokovich. I've been in other situations sort of where Mr. Rokovich is now, and to see this in reality, you know, you kind of want to pinch yourself to be truthful, because he remembers very well how tentative this thing was, how difficult it was, how many sleepless nights he had early on to see this come about. And you all, you graduates especially, are the object. You were the purpose. And so I think it's worth mentioning. Now, as this is a school event, I didn't really know what I should talk about, but as it's a school event, I thought, let's start with show and tell. It may be the last school event for a while for some of you. So I want to introduce you to this rock. This is what I brought to show and tell. This rock is known as, you can look it up on Wiki, this rock is a piece of the 100 kilos or so that were recovered from what is known as the Murchison meteorite. So on one spring evening of September 1969 in Murchison, Australia, the sky lit up and a meteorite was coursing over the town, and it exploded over the town, and it rained down fragments. This is one of them on the town. Now, this meteorite became famous pretty quickly and has actually been in Scientific Journal this last year because, first of all, it's really for two reasons it's significant. First, this is the oldest thing that any of us, any man has ever touched. This thing was dated, this was published last year, to 7 billion years. So, as most of you know, I'm sure, the Earth itself is 4.5 billion years old. This is the oldest thing that any human being has ever touched, for sure. So I'll invite you to stop by and say hello to it afterwards. But that's not the reason I brought it. I brought it for another reason that's a little bit less distinctive to this particular meteorite. And that is, it's the class of meteorite to which this belongs. These are called carbonaceous chondrites. And many carbonaceous chondrites display what this thing does, which is, I'll just tell you, it smells organic. This thing contains massive quantities. Well, first of all, it's 12% water. So if you've wondered about, like, will they find water on planet X or planet Y, the answer is, of course they will, all right? But this one smells like it came out of your garden or out of a stable, maybe. It's that organic. And the reason it is because it contains complex hydrocarbons. In fact, it includes, they've cataloged from the Murchison, I think 12 amino acids. This is basically the chemistry set that you need to create life, as most of you will have figured out by now. And I don't know if this is the origin, this kind of thing. It's certainly not the Murchison, which arrived in '69, but we don't know if this is the origin of life on this planet or if it was created here. But one thing for sure, it's probably not unique. And we know some things about it. You are all part of the biological sciences, and so I know that you know that life actually has a technical definition now. Life runs on a software language, which is the composition of DNA. And so we don't know if this is the source of all the DNA that is on this planet. I can tell you that we do know that the biosphere is at its all-time maximum right now. In fact, if the Earth is 4.5 billion years old, we know that life began here at least 3.6 billion years ago and has been growing like crazy since. I mean, just massively, massive explosion. The most amazing thing about this to me is that every organism, I mean, just the eukaryotic species alone is 6.7 million species, plus or minus 150,000, according to some mathematical models. In any event, it's a lot. If you add up just the weight of the DNA on this planet, it's just the DNA itself, not the organisms, just the DNA. It's 50 billion tons today. The number of base pairs in this DNA is 10 to the 37th. So, the 50 trillion base pairs. So that is an enormous amount of software code. It's almost it is actually, to me, utterly inconceivable quantity of software code. So what does this software code mean? I don't know if I'm audible. Can you hear me? It means that we are actually the first generation of man to know what this planet is. This planet, am I on? Can you? Oh, okay, thanks. What we know is that this planet, we're the first generation of man to know what this planet is. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ross. This planet is a massive supercomputer. There's really no other way to think about it. It's an absolutely massive supercomputer, and everything that takes place on this substrate of DNA equals computation. Everything from your child being born to how you relate, how you improve the life of a patient, to frankly, this conversation that we're having right now. It's all computation. Okay? Now, let's move on to the next topic. Out of this complex biosphere, there is one creature that is absolutely and stunningly unique. Don't believe what the political operatives tell you about to the contrary. They're just lying. And they're neurotically guilty, and they don't feel comfortable with what I'm about to say. But I will tell you, it's man. Man is utterly unique. Of the 6.7 million species that have a nucleus, only one of them has been systematically engineering the biosphere. And that's mankind. We've been doing it for 12,000 years. The reason we have cows, pigs, chickens, horses, wheat, corn, etc., in the versions, the variants, the useful variants that we have today, right, is because of man's activities over the last 12,000 years. So, I was at a conference. I spoke at a conference in San Francisco 2 or 3 years ago. And I don't have the right to quote this person, so I'll say a Nobel laureate spoke before I did, famous biologist. And I gave a talk, and I said, look, we're the first generation of man to know what man's job is, to actually know what our job is, which is we're tech support. We are the tech support of the biosphere. And actually, the sooner that we really own up to this responsibility and look at everything holistically and take responsibility for what we do in this biosphere, the better off we'll all be. But let's not be squeamish and pretend like we've not been doing this for 12,000 years. We've definitely been doing it for a long time. At the end of my speech, the aforesaid Nobel laureate approached me and said, "But Mr. Kirk, what if it's not?" And I said, "What if what's not what?" And she said, "What if it's not our destiny?" And I said, "Well, then we're no more relevant than any other primate, ape." And I'll admit to you that I can't prove the contention that I just made. I can't prove to you that being the tech support aspect of this biosphere is our destiny. But one thing for sure, if I have two plausible things to choose between, and one of them is, nihilistic, right, and does not contain any worthwhile purpose, and the other one is noble, I want to choose the noble one. And so I'm going to believe that this is mankind's destiny. So I said that to her, something like that, and she said, "Yes, I suppose we all strive to find something or someone to serve." Which made me think for quite a while, as in couple of years, and still, about why that might be. In other words, biologically, how is that conserved, that tendency? The desire to serve others, the desire to have some purpose in life. Why, I mean, I've owned dogs. I don't think dogs have that. Why do we have it? Then it occurred to me, I'm glad I didn't bring my second prop that I thought about, which is my bird. My bird taught me this, what I'm about to tell you. So our family bird is a little crimson-bellied conure, which is about the size of a parakeet, a little larger. So it's the smallest, real parrot species. And this bird is a genuine family member. So he calls for me every morning. When we put him to bed at night, he makes kissing sounds. When I sometimes come upon him, he'll want to dance. He wants to dance with me, and so I will dance with him, and we have a great time dancing. The bird is definitely a family member. Well, at night, if I'm sitting in a chair reading or watching a movie, this bird likes to roost in your shirt, right? So he'll crawl under and he roosts here, and I'll stroke him through my shirt, and he makes these sounds that we know what these sounds mean. These are sounds of love. This bird is fully capable of expressing and receiving love and the pleasure thereof. Now, here's the thing to think about. This bird, like every bird, is a dinosaur. When I was a kid, right, we were taught, well, birds cohabited with dinosaurs. No, we know now, thanks to genetics, we know now, they're fully dinosaurs. They are the surviving dinosaurs on this planet. So think about it. This clade of animal that preceded our own as the dominant vertebrate species on this planet, okay? I mean, frankly, when the birds, when the dinosaurs were dominant, I mean, we were mostly their food. our predecessors were. So my point is, I couldn't be more distantly related to an animal than I am to this bird. He's a dinosaur, and yet he's capable of expressing and receiving love and finding the pleasure in doing so. So it's universal, and virtually so. I can't prove it's universal, but it's shared as distantly as birds. So that means that it has to have a significant biological purpose, because for anything to be that broadly conserved means it has to have proved to have been a good thing for us, for our DNA. So, let's talk about you. I am yeah, thanks. I can't tell you how impressed I am by your dedication to the service of mankind. That's the reason I'm here. I didn't come because I wanted to give a lecture on synthetic biology or genetics, which I'm not qualified to do anyway. I'm really here to pay homage to our graduates and to tell you how thankful I am for your lives and for the choices you've made, for your service to mankind and your devotion to mankind, the fact that you've found the vision that John Rokovich had conducive in your lives and aligned, so that we have a very high degree of confidence that you're going to be committed to community medicine, is just wonderful, and it's utterly noble, and it expresses love. Thank you. Can I put this here? This is...
Yeah. So surprising Mr. Kirk just a bit here for his years of dedication to VCOM, his support both in hours and work and financial and scholarships for you as students. We offer this doctorate in humanities and letters. That way I get to touch it.
Class of 2021, I can't believe we're already here. But this is what you came for. I'm Dr. Renee Prater. I'm the Associate Dean for Curriculum, Assessment, and Medical Education here at VCOM's Virginia campus. I'm honored to announce our doctors as they walk across the stage and become alumni. Our Dean, Dr. Jan Wilcox, will be hooding all of our students today. So let's get started. Our first graduate to present is Dr. Sarah Wagdy Abdelnour. She's from Germantown, Maryland. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and will specialize in pediatrics at the University of Maryland Medical Center. Congratulations. Next we have Dr. Amir Ali Amazdada, sorry. I knew I was going to miss this one up. Amazdada from Roanoke, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Virginia and a graduate certificate from VCOM, and will specialize in internal medicine at the University of New Mexico School of Medicine. Dr. Zachary Ryan Amos from Franklin County, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from University of Virginia and will specialize in internal medicine at Legacy Health. Dr. Tyler Cole Anderson from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He received a bachelor's degree from South Dakota State University and will begin a preliminary surgical position at HCA Healthcare USF Morsani GME. Dr. Paige Elizabeth Antune from Uniontown, Pennsylvania. She received her bachelor's degree from Penn State and a graduate certificate from VCOM, and will specialize in emergency medicine at WellSpan Health York Hospital. Dr. Janine Reese Appleton from Marlborough, Connecticut. She received a bachelor's degree from University of New Hampshire and will specialize in OBGYN at Summa Health Northeast Ohio Medical University. Dr. Sabrina Noel Archibald from Lynchburg, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from University of Alabama and will specialize in pediatrics at Medical University of South Carolina. Dr. Lauren Marie Arcury from McMurray, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Penn State University and will specialize in OBGYN at Cape Fear Valley Medical Center. Dr. Jasmine Erin Arzadon from Lorton, Virginia. She received her bachelor's degree from Wingate University and will specialize in family medicine at Carilion Clinic. Dr. Nima Aveen from Sterling, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from George Mason University and will begin with an internship at HCA Healthcare USF Morsani GME and then transition into internal medicine. Dr. John David Baker from Frederick, Maryland. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of South Carolina, Columbia, and will specialize in emergency medicine at Trident Medical Center. Dr. William Flynn Ball, Jr. from Roanoke, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from University of Virginia and will specialize in family medicine at Ohio Health Dublin Methodist Hospital. Dr. Colleen Mary Bannigan from Herndon, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in emergency medicine at Bay State Medical Center. Dr. Eddie Robert Barnes from Ashburn, Virginia, received a bachelor's degree from Washington and Lee University and will begin with an internship at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. Dr. Ellis Audrey Beardsley from Warren, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Mount Union and will specialize in family medicine at Peak Vista Community Health Centers. Dr. Marie Alyssa Malaya Belmonte from Williamsburg, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Commonwealth University and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in internal medicine at Mountain AHEC Asheville. Dr. JoBeth Danielle Bingham from Barbersville, Kentucky. She received her bachelor's degree from the University of Pikeville and will begin with an internship at Virginia Commonwealth University Health System and transition to neurology. Dr. Leah Marie Birdwell from Damascus, Maryland. She received her bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and will specialize in pediatrics at Carilion Clinic. Tennessee received a bachelor's degree from East Tennessee State University and will specialize in OBGYN at ETSU Quillen College of Medicine. Dr. Gianna Unkim Blundo from Lebanon, Tennessee. She received a bachelor's degree from Wake Forest University and will specialize in radiology at VCU Health System. Dr. Joseph Dillon Boone from Poway, California. He received his bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and a master's degree from Georgetown University, and he will specialize in internal medicine at the Naval Medical Center in San Diego. Dr. Joshua West-Boron from Chesapeake, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in general surgery at Geisinger Health System. Dr. Allie Nickel-Bradley from Westfield, North Carolina. She received a bachelor's degree from North Carolina State University and will specialize in family medicine at East Tennessee State University, Bristol Family Medicine. Dr. Kelly Ann Burke from Emporia, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from James Madison University and will specialize in emergency medicine at Geisinger Health System. Dr. Jennifer Francis Camia from Virginia Beach, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from George Mason University, a master's degree from Duquesne University, and a graduate certificate from VCOM. So this overachiever will specialize in ophthalmology at St. John's Episcopal Hospital. Dr. Cassidy Elizabeth Capps from Hendersonville, North Carolina, received a bachelor's degree from Campbell University and will specialize in internal medicine at Carilion Clinic. Dr. Henry Decker Carnes IV from West Hartford, Connecticut. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Connecticut and will specialize in internal medicine at VCU Health System. Next, we have Dr. Juliana Carvajal from Ephrata, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Albright College and will specialize in family medicine at Abington Hospital, Jefferson Health. Dr. Vyoma Singh Chauhan from Great Falls, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in family medicine at MedStar Franklin Square Medical Center. Dr. Robert Chen from North Potomac, Maryland. He received his bachelor's degree from Johns Hopkins University and will specialize in family medicine at Lewis Gale Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Mandy Monho Cho from Fairfax, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from George Mason University and will specialize in internal medicine at Summa Health, Northeast Ohio Medical University. Dr. Johnny Walter Cox III from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in anesthesiology at University of Texas Health Science Center. Dr. Mariah Carrington Cruz from Fort Huachuca, Arizona. She received a bachelor's degree from Salisbury University and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in emergency medicine at the University of Central Florida College of Medicine Graduate Medical Education Consortium. Next, we have Dr. Marco Anthony Cunicelli from Leesburg, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from the College of William and Mary and will specialize in family medicine at Lancaster General Hospital. Dr. Megan E. Cunningham Grandalski from Erie, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Cleveland State University and will specialize in family medicine at Excella Health Latrobe Hospital. Dr. Dattatreya Prajapati will hold his nephew, Dr. Rohan M. Dawadi. Dr. Dawadi is from Baltimore, Maryland. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and will specialize in family medicine at Meritus Medical Center. Dr. Chanika W. Dampage-John from Arlington, Virginia. She received her bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in family medicine at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, St. Margaret. Dr. Meredith Diana Monroe Daniel from Chester, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from North Carolina State University and will specialize in emergency medicine at Prisma Health. Dr. Tyler Marie Davidson from Virginia Beach, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in family medicine at Piedmont Columbus Regional. Dr. Elizabeth Lynn Dawson from Savannah, Georgia. She received her bachelor's degree from the University of Georgia and will specialize in OBGYN at Albert Einstein Medical Center. And next we have Dr. Kenneth Moritsugu, who will head Dr. Anthony Mastro Antonio de Gregorio. Dr. De Gregorio is from Alexandria, Virginia, and received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in general surgery at the Mayo Clinic. See that smile. Dr. Bryn Kristen DeMars from Vienna, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in internal medicine at Carilion Clinic. Dr. Jesse Scott Dew from Columbiana, Ohio. He received a bachelor's degree from Southern Virginia University and will specialize in emergency medicine at Guthrie Robert Packer Hospital. Dr. Ariel Maria Eanes from Richmond, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in family medicine at Carilion Clinic. Dr. Logan Spencer Ellis from Julian, North Carolina. He received a bachelor's degree from Catawba College and will specialize in family medicine at Oregon Health and Science University. And next, Dr. Mabel Espinoza will proudly hood her daughter, Dr. Alejandra Michelle Espinoza. Dr. Espinoza is from Arlington, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in family medicine at Cone Health. Dr. Riley Ewan from Lexington, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from VMI and will specialize in family medicine at Lancaster General Hospital. Next, Dr. Kester Ned will hood his niece, Dr. Michelle Falcon Orozco. Dr. Falcon Orozco is all the way from Caracas, Venezuela. She received a bachelor's degree from Nova Southeastern University and will specialize in neurology at Stony Brook University Hospital. Dr. Tara Veronica Fian from Glen Head, New York. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in OBGYN at HCA Healthcare, USF, Morsani, GME. Dr. Bill Fintel will hood his son, and Dr. Andrew Fintel, VCOM, class of 2010, will hood his brother, Dr. David Norman Fintel. Dr. Fintel is from Roanoke, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Appalachian State University and will specialize in internal medicine at Detroit Medical Center, Huron Valley. Dr. Nathaniel Whittington Foster from Reisterstown, Maryland. He received a bachelor's degree from Sewanee, the University of the South, and will specialize in general surgery at the Naval Medical Center in San Diego. Next, Dr. Jordan Alexander Freeland from Richmond, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Mary Washington and will specialize in family medicine at Self Regional Healthcare. Next, we have Dr. Brian Lewis Fuquay from Roanoke, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Averett University and will specialize in emergency medicine at Carilion Clinic. Dr. Elena Catherine Furr from Gaithersburg, Maryland. She received a bachelor's degree from Roanoke College and will specialize in internal medicine at Mountain AHEC, Asheville. Dr. Yogesh Gandhi will hood his niece, Dr. Pooja Ajay Gandhi. Dr. Gandhi is from Richmond, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from UVA and will specialize in internal medicine at the University of Louisville School of Medicine. Dr. Shreya Garg from Chantilly, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from UVA and will specialize in internal medicine at Virginia Commonwealth University Health System. Nicole Gervis from Imperial, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Wingate University and will specialize in OBGYN at Mercy St. Vincent Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Stephen Joseph Jang from Gloucester, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Liberty University and will specialize in family medicine at Eglin Air Force Base. Dr. Zachary David Goulet from Manassas, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in emergency medicine at WellSpan Health York Hospital. Dr. Jacob Seth Greenberg from Merrick, New York. He received a bachelor's degree from University at Albany, SUNY, and a post-bac certificate from Farmingdale State College. Dr. Greenberg will specialize in internal medicine at Johnston Memorial Hospital. Next, we have Dr. Bryn Olivia Griffith, who will be participating with us virtually. And then Dr. Emily Marie Groft from New Oxford, Pennsylvania. She received her bachelor's degree from the University of South Florida and will specialize in family medicine at WellSpan Health York Hospital. Dr. Jasmine Kaur Gulati from Baltimore, Maryland. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and will specialize in family medicine at Meritus Medical Center. Dr. Nicole J. Ha from Springfield, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Christopher Newport University and will specialize in family medicine at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Dr. Rachel Ann Hall from Salisbury, Maryland. She received her bachelor's degree from St. Mary's College of Maryland and a master's degree from EBMS and will specialize in internal medicine at Anne Arundel Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Musab Syed Hawk from Leesburg, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Syracuse University and a master's degree from Georgetown University and will specialize in internal medicine at Baylor Scott and White All Saints Medical Center. Dr. Karen M. Haid from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Old Dominion University and will specialize in OBGYN at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Dr. Claire Ann Healy from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Pittsburgh and will specialize in emergency medicine at the University of Texas at Austin Dell Medical School. Dr. Ethan Alexander Hiles from Wheelersburg, Ohio. He received a bachelor's degree from Olivet Nazarene University and will specialize in internal medicine at Orange Park Medical Center. Dr. J. Alexander Holbert will hood his brother, Dr. Samuel Elliott Holbert. Dr. Holbert is from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from Duquesne University and will do a research fellowship at Anne Arundel Medical Center. Next we have Dr. Aleem Iqbal, who will hood his son, Dr. Mohib Farouk Iqbal. Dr. Iqbal is from Potomac, Maryland. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and will specialize in anesthesiology at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. Dr. Abigail Elaine Wilhite Yakovic from Talmadge, Ohio. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Akron and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in obstetrics and gynecology at Summa Health Northeast Ohio Medical University. Next we have Dr. Syed Jafri, who will hood his daughter, Dr. Nitha Jafri. Dr. Jafri is from Franklin Lakes, New Jersey. She received a bachelor's degree from University of the Sciences in Philadelphia and will specialize in neurology at Cooper University Healthcare. Okay, this is kind of special. The future Dr. Brittany Skaggs Johnson, who will be graduating from VCOM Carolinas on Friday, will assist Dean Wilcox in hooding her husband, Dr. David Matthew Johnson. The Johnsons are from Midlothian, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Wake Forest University and will specialize in internal medicine at HCA Healthcare, Lewis Gale, Montgomery. Next we have Dr. Kylie Lynn Johnson, all the way from Canton, South Dakota. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of South Dakota and will specialize in general surgery at Menorah Medical Center. And next, Dr. Jerry Johnson and Dr. Seth Johnson will hood their son, Dr. Ryan Edward Johnson. The Johnsons are from Orlando, Florida. He received a bachelor's degree from University of Florida and will specialize in general surgery at the University of Illinois Metropolitan Group Hospitals. Dr. Marie Catherine Johnston from Midlothian, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in anesthesiology at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. Dr. Ian Zachary Jury from Greensburg, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg and will specialize in internal medicine at Brown University Kent Hospital. Next, we have Dr. Swathi Kanakamadala from Amelia Courthouse, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Moravian College and will specialize in internal medicine at Northeast Georgia Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Evangelos Dimitrios Katsanos from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Old Dominion University and will specialize in pediatrics at Inova Fairfax Hospital. Dr. Ashley Joanne Kaufman from Fredericksburg, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in emergency medicine at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Dr. Hannah Rose Kasem from Herndon, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in internal medicine at Carilion Clinic. Dr. Jessica Francis Kim from Gainesville, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in internal medicine at VCU Health System. Dr. Michelle Unji Kim from Chantilly, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from the American University and will specialize in anesthesiology at Penn State Hershey Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Toria Markel Knox from Boones Mill, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in family medicine at Mountain AHEC Boone. Dr. Ann Frances Capera from Langhorne, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Ursinus College and will specialize in internal medicine at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. Dr. Erin Elizabeth Cormanis from Virginia Beach, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Wesleyan College and will specialize in internal medicine at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center. Dr. Georgina Katouzis from Bolton, Connecticut. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Connecticut and a master's degree from Johns Hopkins University and will specialize in emergency medicine at Bay State Medical Center. Dr. Brandon Elton LaFoon from Irwin, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Pittsburgh and will specialize in family medicine at the Naval Medical Center at Camp Lejeune. Dr. Jalen Joseph Lamb from Oneida, South Dakota. He received his bachelor's degree from South Dakota State University and will specialize in family medicine at the Center for Family Medicine. Next, we have Dr. Kristen Lourdes Landrian from Davie, Florida. She received a bachelor's and master's degree from the University of South Florida and will specialize in internal medicine at Wake Med Health and Hospitals. Another cute couple. Dr. Catherine LaRoe, VCOM class of 2020, will hood her husband, Dr. Coldy Holmes LaRoe. The LaRoes are from Fredericksburg, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Virginia and will specialize in orthopedic surgery at WellSpan Health York Hospital. Dr. Jibo Lin from Richmond, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in orthopedic surgery at Ohio Health Doctors Hospital. Dr. Taylor Ann Lindquist from Erie, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Denison University and will specialize in pediatrics and emergency medicine at the University of Maryland Medical Center. And we have Dr. Jacqueline Ferrance Lineberry, who is participating with us virtually. And next we have Dr. Dylan S. Little from Watertown, South Dakota. He received a bachelor's degree from South Dakota State University and will specialize in family medicine at Health One. Next we have Dr. Melisha Anjali Leonage from Willow Grove, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Penn State University and will specialize in family medicine at St. Luke's University Health Network. Dr. Megan Christine Lloyd from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Dayton and will specialize in family medicine at Forbes Family Medicine. Dr. Christian B. Lockett from Fleming Island, Florida. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of North Florida and will specialize in general surgery at the University of Florida College of Medicine at Jacksonville, where it's warmer. Dr. Stephanie Michelle McAkron is participating virtually and will be hooded at home by her father, Dr. Peter Delenick. Next, we have Dr. Myra Johanna Manchego from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Penn State and will specialize in pediatrics at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Joseph R. Manzi from Virginia Beach, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from ODU and will begin with an internship at the Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth. Dr. Jared Michael Mauer from Julian, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from Pensacola Christian College and will specialize in family medicine at Heritage Valley Health System, Beaver. And next, Dr. Wakas Memon and Dr. Ramah Memon will hood their sister, Dr. Arika Memon. Dr. Memon is from Ashburn, Virginia. She received a bachelor's and a master's degree from the University of Virginia and will begin with an internship at the University of Connecticut School of Medicine and then transition into internal medicine. Dr. Jordan Page Midkiff from Richmond, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in psychiatry at Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center. And next, another adorable couple. Dr. Brittany Hatchett, VCOM class of 2020, will hood her husband, Dr. William Thomas Midkiff. The Midkiffs are from Chesapeake, Virginia. He received his bachelor's degree from Hampton-Sydney College and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in internal medicine at the Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth. Dr. Michaela Fallon Miller from Warrenton, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Christopher Newport University and will specialize in family medicine at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Dr. Nicole Kirkwood Minor from Richmond, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in pediatrics at Eastern Virginia Medical School. Next, we have Dr. Robert Allen Mosley from Reston, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Christopher Newport University and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in family medicine at Hennepin County Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Najaha Abdullahi Muse from St. Paul, Minnesota. She received a bachelor's degree from St. Olaf College and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in family medicine at the University of Minnesota Medical School. Next, we have Dr. Meredith Grace Knackley Henry from Botetourt, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Roanoke College and will specialize in psychiatry at Lewis Gale Medical Center. Dr. Justin Brian Navarro from Woodbridge, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Old Dominion University and will specialize in family medicine at Eastern Virginia Medical School. Dr. Zad Nawaz from Herndon, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in general surgery at Howard University Hospital. Dr. Christopher James Neal from Hopewell, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in general surgery at Tower Health Reading Hospital. Dr. Madeline Claire Weber Nicastro from Las Gatas, California. She received a bachelor's degree from Westmont College and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in OBGYN at Kettering Health Network. Dr. Kai Jonathan Norbeck from Spotsylvania, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in emergency medicine at Darnall Army Medical Center at Fort Hood. And next, Dr. Timothy A. O'Connell will hood his son, Dr. Patrick Ryan O'Connell. Dr. O'Connell is from Newport News, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in emergency medicine at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Megan Christina Olfest from Chantilly, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from George Mason University and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in internal medicine at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. And next we have Dr. Juliana Procaccini O'Toole from Fredericksburg, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Mary Washington and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in general surgery at Allegheny General Hospital. Dr. Brandon John Pacina from Clarks Summit, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Scranton and will specialize in family medicine at Geisinger Health System. Next, we have Dr. Meade Palmer, who will hood his son, Dr. Joshua Meade Palmer. Dr. Palmer is from South Abingdon Township, Pennsylvania. He received his bachelor's degree from the University of Connecticut and a master's degree from Drexel University and will specialize in psychiatry at MedStar Georgetown University Hospital. Next, we have Dr. Brendan Allen Parr from Richmond, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will begin with an internship at Virginia Commonwealth University Health System and then transition to neurology. And next, Dr. Kedron Van Steenwip will hood her nephew, Dr. Darren Hemet Patel. Dr. Patel is from Orlando, Florida. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and a master's degree from University of Central Florida and will specialize in orthopedic surgery at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Dr. Neil Rapul Patel from Souderton, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Sciences in Philadelphia and will specialize in internal medicine at Lehigh Valley Hospital. Dr. Suhani Manesh Patel from Warminster, Pennsylvania. She received her bachelor's degree from University of the Sciences in Philadelphia and will specialize in pediatrics at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. Dr. Vivek Atulkumar Patel from Emporia, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from VCU and a master's degree from EBMS and will specialize in both internal medicine and pediatrics at the LSU School of Medicine. Dr. Canby Victoria Fawn from Springfield, Virginia. She received her bachelor's degree from Liberty University and will specialize in pediatrics at the Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth. Dr. Holly Nicole Philippi from Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Indiana Wesleyan University and a graduate certificate from VCU. She will specialize in child neurology at the University of North Carolina Hospitals. And next we have Dr. Elizabeth Sterling Paworski from Richmond, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Christopher Newport University and will specialize in emergency medicine at Orange Park Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Ashley Renee Powell from Fredericksburg, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from James Madison University and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in family medicine at Bon Secure Health System. Next, we have Dr. Danielle Vardabedian Price from Wilmington, North Carolina. She received a bachelor's degree from the College of William and Mary and will specialize in emergency medicine at Prisma Health. Dr. Caitlin Christine Proctor from Spotsylvania, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in family medicine at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Archana Enam Palentharan from Export, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Penn State University and will specialize in internal medicine at Maimonides Medical Center. And next we have Dr. James V. Palaio, who will proudly hood his son, Dr. James Michael Palaio. Dr. Palaio is from Albany, New York. He received a bachelor's degree from Hobart College and will specialize in orthopedic surgery at Albany Medical Center. Dr. Joshua Lewis Pyant from Charlotte, North Carolina. He received a bachelor's degree from East Carolina University and will specialize in anesthesiology at the University of North Carolina Hospitals. Next, we have Randy Joyce Rameau from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. She received a bachelor's and master's degree from George Washington University and will specialize in OBGYN at the University of Central Florida College of Medicine. Congratulations. Dr. Matthew David Ray from Winchester, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in family medicine at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Brett Andrew Riddle from Herndon, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in emergency medicine at HCA Healthcare, USF, Morsani, GME. Next, we have Dr. Tony Hannah Rizik from Sterling, Virginia. Dr. Rizik received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and will specialize in interventional radiology at Medical University of South Carolina. Congratulations. Dr. Jasmine Saney from Haymarket, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in psychiatry at VCU Health System. Next, we have Dr. Anna Grace Saldana from Sterling, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Christopher Newport University and will specialize in internal medicine at Grand Strand Regional Medical Center. Dr. John Michael Wayne Sansel from Morristown, Tennessee. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Tennessee and will begin with an internship at HCA Healthcare Lewis Gale Montgomery and then transition to dermatology. Dr. Grace Kilbride Schaefer Bennett from Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from Eastern University Templeton Honors College and will specialize in pediatrics at Penn State Hershey Medical Center. Dr. Trevor Joseph Shucklehoff from Laurel, Maryland. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and will specialize in internal medicine at Lehigh Valley Hospital. Next, we have Dr. Robert Max Schrantz from Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Schrantz received a bachelor's degree from the University of Richmond and will specialize in psychiatry at SUNY Downstate Medical Center. Dr. Samuel Barrett Schwartz from Midlothian, Virginia. Yeah, look at the moves. He received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Tech and a master's degree from Liberty University, and quite fittingly, he will specialize in pediatrics at Prisma Health. Be great. Dr. Margaret Ann Schwartzman from Midlothian, Virginia. She received her bachelor's degree from the University of Richmond and will specialize in internal medicine at Geisinger Health System. Dr. Nathan Edward Schaefer from Dalmatia, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from Waniata College and will specialize in family medicine at Darnall Army Medical Center at Fort Hood. Dr. Christy Lee Smith from Martin, Tennessee. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Tennessee, Martin, and a master's degree from Lipscomb University, and will begin with a transitional year at Cape Fear Valley Medical Center. Dr. Sierra Nicole Smith from Chesterfield, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Virginia Commonwealth University and will specialize in general surgery at Guthrie Robert Packer Hospital. Dr. Amy Amanda Soto from Vancouver, British Columbia. She received a bachelor's degree from Arizona State University and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in psychiatry at VCU Health System. Dr. Laura Ellen Spillman from Roanoke, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from Roanoke College and will specialize in OBGYN at Womack Army Medical Center. Dr. Shane Allen Stone from Chester, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Liberty University and will specialize in internal medicine and pediatrics at Penn State Hershey Medical Center. Dr. Jack Thomas Sutcliffe from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. He received a bachelor's degree from South Dakota State University and will specialize in family medicine at Tidelands Health. Next, Dr. Saida Shah will proudly hood her son, Dr. Zaid W. Syed. Dr. Syed is from Hanover, Maryland. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Maryland and will specialize in internal medicine at Lewis Gale Medical Center. Next, we have Dr. Nakma Vafaman from South Riding, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from George Mason University and a graduate certificate from VCOM, and she will specialize in family medicine at the University of South Carolina School of Medicine, Prisma Health. Dr. Lucas Lee Van Way from Chesapeake, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Old Dominion University and will begin with an internship at the Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth. Next, we have Dr. Jacob Walker Vaught from Williamsburg, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Radford University and will specialize in internal medicine and pediatrics at East Carolina State University, Vidant Medical Center. Dr. Michelle Vu from Annandale, Virginia. She received a bachelor's degree from George Mason University and will specialize in family medicine at Riverside Regional Medical Center. Dr. Erin Nicole Wallace from Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. She received a bachelor's degree from James Madison University and will specialize in internal medicine at Prisma Health. And next we will have Chandler Ann Walsh, who is participating virtually, and Dr. Evan Massey-Ware from Lynchburg, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from Washington and Lee University and will specialize in emergency medicine at VCU Health System. Dr. Bartley Anderson Weaver from Martinsville, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from UVA and a graduate certificate from VCOM and will specialize in pediatrics at Geisinger Health System. Next, we have Dr. Amy Elizabeth Willett from Westchester, Pennsylvania. She received a bachelor's degree from the University of Pittsburgh and will specialize in internal medicine at Ohio Health Riverside Methodist. And next we have Dr. Benjamin David Williams from Powhatan, Virginia. He received a bachelor's degree from VCU and will specialize in emergency medicine at VCU Health System. Next we have Dr. Michael Joseph Wilson from Lewisberry, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Delaware and will specialize in general surgery at Guthrie Robert Packer Hospital. Dr. Ryan Robert Wilson from South Fork, Pennsylvania. He received a bachelor's degree from the University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown and will specialize in family medicine at HCA Healthcare TriStar Southern Hills. And next we have Dr. Emily Lauren Young from Bluefield, Virginia. She received her bachelor's degree from Emory and Henry College and will specialize in pediatrics at the Medical University of South Carolina. And now our very favorite graduate, Dr. Camden Sidney Zemp. Last but not least, from Blacksburg, Virginia, he received a bachelor's degree from UVA and will specialize in general surgery at Rowan University School of Osteopathic Medicine.
Graduates, please rise. On behalf of the Board of Directors, the administration, and faculty at the Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine, I am pleased to present, for the first time as physicians, the class of 2021. Class of 2021, please remain standing. Everyone else can sit if they like. Ask all the DOs in the audience to please stand and join with our new physician colleagues with the osteopathic oath. Our oath reminds us of our opportunity as physicians to learn the science of medicine, the art of caring, and the power of touch. Please join me in the oath. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect, both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation and never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful practices. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college, I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts and develop the principles of osteopathy, which were first enunciated by Andrew Taylor Still. You may be seated.
Among our graduates and our current students, we have tremendous talents, not only in the medical field, but also other humanitarian areas in art, culture, and in music. One of our 2008 alumni wrote and composed our alma mater, and the board and administration formally adopted this wonderful composition that same year. Dr. Matthew Lowrance composed the music and the lyrics to the alma mater and has provided this gift, the VCOM alma mater, to the college and its alumni and students. 11 of our currently enrolled medical students will now perform the alma mater. These members are collectively known as the Soap Notes, and they are the members from the class of 2024, Brooke Burwell, David Pitts, and Ben Skinner. Members from the class of 2023, Chang Su. Members from the class of 2022, Marianne Abinam and Katie Salim. And our most recent VCOM graduates from the class of 2021, Dr. Jordan Midkiff, Dr. Laura Spillman, Dr. Marco Cunicelli, Dr. Mariah Cruz, Dr. Nate Foster, and Dr. Victoria Fan.
heal the hearts of many, and with our hands to help all those in most need. When we all see the miracle of healing, let us hold true to all that we have learned, and to the school with the name of Edward Via. All your gifts to the world we will return. VCOM, to thee I will be faithful. VCOM, my alma mater true. As I travel down the road I have chosen, in my heart there's a little piece of you. There's a place in southern Appalachia where physicians learn to see more than disease, where we learn to heal the body, mind, and spirit, and to help all we touch to finally find some peace. VCOM, to thee I will be faithful. VCOM, my alma mater true. As I travel down the road I have chosen, in my heart there's a little piece of you.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. I'm pleased to welcome you, our newest graduates, to our Alumni Association, now your Alumni Association. We opened our doors in 2003, and an important tradition started in 2007 when our Alumni Association was formed, enabling alumni to remain involved with our young medical college. You are departing with dreams and goals that will reach around the world. All of you will make a difference in your chosen profession and in helping to make a better world in which to live. As you leave us, I hope you'll reflect on the time you've spent here and treasure a few special memories. As you enter the next phase of your life, keep your expectations high and leverage your experiences to build memories for others. All of us can make a real difference in the future of our communities and our medical college through service. Remember, wherever you are, you represent VCOM. Others will acknowledge the prestige your degree holds. Combine that degree with your special talents, enthusiasm, and energy. We'll do our best to make sure your degree appreciates even long after you've left. My final thought is simply that there are many osteopathic physicians who have gone before you, and still others here today who have helped prepare the way. Know that we are all proud of you and that our Alumni Association needs you to stay involved to be a part of this fine institution. This concludes our ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2021 of the Edward Via College of Osteopathic Medicine, Virginia. Thank you.